Join the critical mass of expanding consciousness every second Saturday night from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. right here on the Unified Field, Atlantic Canada's only paranormal radio broadcast on CKDU 88.1 FM. The truth is out there.
Mamma mia! You're listening to CKDU 88.1 FM. Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Guess who it is, folks? It's Mr. Justin Brown. Yeah, you guessed it. Of course it's me. It's the host, formerly of The Most Ghosts, coming straight at you here from beautiful and coastal Halifax, Nova Scotia. And wow, episode 3 is gonna be fantastic. We're gonna take a break from this 2012 series because it's a long and laborious series, which is really amazing and in-depth, but we're going to take a break because on April 17th and 18th, there was a Psychic Fair here in Halifax, and there was a number of really fantastic people that were involved, and I want to share with you some of the interviews and insights that I had from being there on that awesome weekend, of which finished up for me with a lecture by Sean Leonard, and but the weekend was going to end with a speak by a guy named Steve Vernon, Mr. Steve Vernon, Nova Scotia's hardest working horror author, who we're going to have on a future episode of the Unified Field. I just got his interview under wraps, and we're going to put that up for you. So buckle your safety belts. We got this great Psychic Fair weekend coming at you with some amazing insight, and as usual, we've got the Exoploitical Pulse, the Sci-Tech News, and of course the Audiozone. And let's get into another piece of the Andrew Basiago mystery, courtesy of Jessica Schaub. Let's do this. This is the Unified Field on CKDU 88.1. Buckle your safety belts, folks. This is one you don't want to miss.
Do not touch your dial. Everything is nominal. You have been chosen to receive this transmission.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service.
Secure your position. You are now entering the Unified Field.
Yes, indeed, here we are in the booth on the Unified Field. And recently, now I just get the podcast, so I don't know exactly when this happened, but I'm assuming over the last couple weeks, Mr. Jesse Randolph of Blog Talk Radio, courtesy of UFO TV, has moved from Blog Talk Radio after 2 or 3 years on the air there. Fantastic show, and has gone to KPAM. He's getting paid the big bucks and getting the big sound. The frequencies are all over the map. He's getting a wider audience, and that's great because he wants his quote-unquote new guard to gain in number, and that's great. So congratulations, Mr. Congratulations. Ugh, can't even speak here, in the booth. What the heck is going on here? You can tell I'm an Atlantic Canadian, can't you? So, congratulations, hats off to Mr. Jesse Randolph for his fantastic run. Mr. Alejandro T. Rojas, I'll miss you. Hopefully you'll get on the K-PAM train there. But enough about that. I want to talk about Stephen Hawking too, guys, before we get into this Psychic Fair stuff. What's the deal here? What the heck is going on? Is it nothing? I mean, this guy's background is astrophysics, okay? He's one of the big guys behind the idea of the Large Hadron Collider and the daddy of the Big Bang Theory, for God's sakes. And he's coming out now saying, beware of the aliens. Do not send messages because you may just invite a horde of bad guys to come and eat us and take us over and wear our skin or whatever, but just don't call for them because there may be bad entities out there. Malevolent beings. Okay, fine. Fair enough. How do you guys feel about that? I don't know if I like that. If I have the technology... Now, there's a couple different trains of thought. The first one is if I have the technology to traverse time and space, or to surpass the speed of light, or travel transdimensionally, I probably got to a state in my civilization where I had to forget about violence, okay, in order to get here, because you have to unify. You need a spiritual unified theory, a unified field, in order to get to the distances and level of technology that is needed to do that, to bend and rip and manipulate space and time and all the physics, that we hold so dear here. For Stephen Hawking to come out and say this, does this guy know something that we don't? Does he know something? Why would he come out and say that? This is kind of like the David Jacobs kind of camp, where, David Jacobs is like, there's nothing we can do. We're all cattle. When the farmers, come to town, they'll give you grain and keep you fat and happy in the field, but when it's time for hamburgers, you'll never see it coming. It kind of reminds me of that camp, folks. Stephen Hawking saying, beware. Bizarre to me. I don't know. There's two sides to every coin, I guess. I guess some of these beings could be malevolent, some could be benevolent. Who knows? Something is going on. That's the main thing. And the thing that bothers me is that these people of high caste in science, they just don't seem to know that there's a really widespread phenomenon going on, or they're so invested in their social ideals. It's almost dogmatic in a way. They hear these new ideas, flying craft, possibility of, dimensional travel, time travel, space-time ripping. Oh, hogwash. Forget about it. It's not possible. Let's stick to our gravity. Let's stick to our fuel-consuming rockets. That bothers me. Because there's serious progress on the cusp, and people are just wiping the slate clean. I don't know. There's two sides to every coin. There could be good guys, could be bad guys. It's an interesting point nonetheless. Not bad. Send your comments, questions, concerns, or ideas to me, Mr. Justin Brown, at unifiedfieldradio@gmail.com. Maybe you've got something to say about this. I don't know. Also on, I heard through the grapevine, I think it was... I don't know. I've got my calendars all wrong here. I don't know when this happened. I'm just bringing the news. I don't have the exact paperwork in front of me, but there was some sort of crash in an Oshawa River, like a Canadian Roswell, just recently over the last year or two. Anybody hear about that? Send me your questions and comments. unifiedfieldradio@gmail.com. We need correspondence here. We need our own Alejandro T. Rojas to come on in here. You know what I'm saying? So please write me. It's going to be great. Let's open up that dialogue. Anyway, let's get on with the show here. The Psychic Fair. April 17th and 18th. It was a gas.